Before we get started with today's interview, just a quick reminder, click the thumbs up, make sure you subscribe and ding the bell so that you don't miss any of the great interviews that we have coming up. Now, on to today's interview. Welcome back, everybody. Today, my guest is composer Suzanne Dawson. Her piece on the new National Federation of Music Clubs Festivals list is Pesky Fly. You can find it in her book, Buggity Buglets. Welcome, Suzanne. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Sam.
So this piece, Pesky Fly, is really fun. It's in minor. It has all of these great staccato touches. It's fast. All kinds of things that we see students who really, their students are going to connect with this. We can already tell. It's such a fun piece. Talk to us a little bit about Pesky Fly.
Well, I can actually give you a general, I'm sorry, I have 2 parrots that live with me. So that's what all the background noise is. I think all of the pieces that I wrote in both of these books, I started with the bug I wanted to write about. And I'm not necessarily a bug lover, but after I wrote them, I have a lot better appreciation for bugs, and I think they're very interesting now, where I didn't before. But I don't know where that idea came from. But Pesky Fly, I don't know. It just seemed, you know, how flies, if you're in Wisconsin, so you've had the biting flies. So there you go. That's very unpleasant.
We can relate to the words of this song very, very well. Speaking of which, did you write the words to all the songs in this book?
I did.
Excellent. And you mentioned in another one of the videos that you also did all of the artwork in this book, which is just amazing and incredible. It's so cool.
Oh, thank you.
So this piece has all of these quick staccato touches. What are some tips that you have for students who are working on this piece to develop a beautiful staccato touch at the keyboard?
They have a hard time, you know, getting the concept between legato when they're little, 6, even a 7-year-old. I mean, they can get that faster, but the little ones, you know, they have a hard time with that. So we just pretend like their fingers are, you know, skipping down the street rather than walking or running. So we do little images. I love imagery. And so I connect things with, I put in their heads ideas that they might relate to, like with their hobbies. So we talk about motion and physics of motion, which, you know, little kids don't understand what physics is. But we do that, and then they can imagine their fingers doing that thing that they understand. Like if they ski or playing soccer or anything.
I love how you're drawing imagery that is relatable to the students into the teaching of these different techniques at the keyboard. As I sight read this piece and tried the accompaniment, I noticed some kinds of interesting secundal harmony. There's some they're not harsh dissonances, but they're interesting dissonances in the accompaniment parts. How do you think about adding harmonies to these pieces?
I think when I wrote this, I was with all those seconds in there that you're seeing. And they do create a little bit of a clash and some tension. So this is not a particularly nice bug. And I think that's what happened. I try to write about the subject. I just try to create sounds that emulate that little thing that none of us really like, that little bug.
Well, that makes perfect sense. So excellent. Is there anything else you'd like us to know about the piece Pesky Fly?
The only thing I'm going to say about this is the kids that learn it love it, and they like to go as fast as they can. They have a lot of fun with it.
I can already tell it's going to be a winner with some of my students who like fast pieces. Very cool. My guest today has been composer Suzanne Dawson. Her piece on the new National Federation of Music Clubs Festivals list is Pesky Fly. You can find it in her book, Buggity Buglets, wherever fine music is sold. Thank you so much for being here today, Suzanne.
Thank you, Sam.